Hello, and welcome back to episode 5 or whatever it is of Terrarium. Yeah, amazing, right? I actually did not abandon the series, I just could not be bothered to make the next video. Why? Because I had a real-life scheduling moment, basically. And also, fun things that, thinking of it, I wanted to say but should not say on camera, because personal information privacy, whatever. So anyways, basement. I really should not have added this deep of a basement to the project. Like, look at the amount of digging going on here. Just take this in with an iron shovel. Like, no. Why? Why did I do that? It is... Okay, so I have half an hour approximately of time each day that I can use to record this. Now, look at... I just tried to point at the screen. Look at all of this dirt here. Now say, at half an hour a day, today is February 6th, when do you think I'll be done with this? I estimate the 20th. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut here, and I'm going to uncut, and to you it'll be a few seconds. For me, it'll be like, who even knows how long? Let's find out when I finish this. Look, I did that clap thing. I'm definitely not knocking off Michael Reeves here. Definitely didn't just steal the idea from a surgery robot, but look, it's done. And yeah, fun fact, this took a single day. I'm not sure why I thought it would take 2 weeks. I was horribly wrong. I was off by a factor of 7, but we have got this here now. It's a big pit. Eventually there'll be something in here. Iron's good. And like, is there granite anywhere around here? No granite on the walls. I was actually hoping, yes, but hoping there would be some around so I could just steal it and turn it into more roads. But in the meantime, until whatever is going on in there, you will notice I have 6 patates left in my inventory. This is the entirety of my potato supply, as in I have no other access to potatoes, so I really need to get a potato farm going. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to, did Technoblade do potatoes? Oh yeah, he did. That was his big potato war thing. That was fun. But now I'm going to become cheap, knockoff Technoblade. I'm going to make a patat farm. And really, I cannot be bothered to try to commentate while filling this area with dirt. So I'm going to fill it with dirt, and then I will cut, and then maybe I'll commentate planting potatoes. Who knows? I like talking about planting potatoes. We now have patats. Nice. I forgot to plan to say something before I started recording, so, we should probably go sleep before creepers and such start spawning. I really do not want to deal with creepers in my, like, nearly broken leather thing I got off some zombie and my stone axe, because, you know, that wouldn't be great. But anyways, I'm liking how this is coming together, actually. We've got the start of a building there. It's a foundation, I guess, but I don't know, I like the look of it still somehow, which is kind of weird through a hole in the ground, but let's just go with it. And then also we now have a patat field here. Now I'm thinking to like round off this look, I definitely should bother to complete the road between the two. So like, you know, it actually looks like part of a town and not like just an incomplete construction site. Because there's a whole lot of just random cobblestone around showing where I'm eventually going to build something. And I really do not like how just all that stuff laying around looks, so it is very good to like actually bother to put stuff in like this, because it just makes it actually look kind of like a finished build. I just lost my train of thought. Fun. My grand total of 8 torches I can craft. That's fun. But anyways, what else is there? I guess I can talk about ambitious project ideas. That's always fun. So, some things that may or may not ever happen. Potato fields as far as the eye can see. That would be very satisfying. More than a single building also would be good. Yeah, I actually like the way this looks. This is, like, satisfying. You know, someday I want to put a fence and gates along this field, but turns out me with my 4 spruce logs, I cannot afford that. You know, sometime I'm going to have to spend, like, hour maybe just collecting resources for this, so that'll be fun. In the meantime, I guess let's also extend this road out to the end too, because, you know, roads are good, right? So, road, bloop, granite go bloink. Thinking of it, I doubt I'll actually have enough granite to finish building it out that far, but we can ignore the problem, because I like having complete roads. Anyways, I have also noticed I am in fact, like, bulldozing all of the freshwater ponds in the area. Like, this one will be gone as soon as I put in a building. That over there probably will. Like, I have not left any room for a pond or natural space in my plan, so this is going to be very much just not a natural space, which on the one hand is kind of an L, like the top of a mountain, just 0 natural space, since this is actually the top of a mountain. It's just super flattened by the mod we're using to fit it into Minecraft's height limits. That, like, on the other hand, there is still grass as far as the eye can see, so does it really matter? Oh, for goodness sakes, I just got my ears blasted out by an Adobe Acrobat notification. Adobe Acrobat update failed. Oh, and of course now I'm punching dirt with my hands because I ran out of inventory space a while ago to craft a new shovel. So, here we are. Oh dear, I am out of time today. I'll be back after the cut. And I'm back. Pretty amazing, right? I always come back after cutting the video, don't just stop it halfway through. I don't remember what I was doing, like, when I stopped recording, which is why this is such a janky cut. But what I'm doing here is I was like, you know what? I've spent about an hour on this, and I've spent about a minute and a half talking. So, you know, here's a concept. What if I actually spent some time talking instead of doing literally everything off camera? So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to place dirt on camera. And fun fact, I'm not used to talking this loudly, but I have to talk this loudly to pick up on the microphone. That's why it was so quiet up until this point. And I am already managing to get myself out of breath. Like, that isn't a joke, just talking at this volume for about 54 seconds. Enough to make me feel slightly winded. Yeah, that's fun. Anyways, time to talk about other things. So, fun fact today, I learned that you can just straight up pause a VM running on your computer. So you can, like, have a Minecraft server running in there, and then if you've got VirtualBox, just go up and be like, boop, machine, pause, and then it's no longer taking up 20% of your CPU all the time you aren't using it. And I think that is pretty cool. In other news, I managed to ram my head into a table yesterday. The story behind that one is, like, it's French class, and we have got one of, like, you know, those French teachers that somehow managed to be more chaotic than the class itself already is. So we've got this teacher here who assigns us a skit. So, like, we know it's got to be a kind of goofy skit because, like, we could do a boring one, but who wants to put an effort to a boring skit? So I'm playing this, like, annoying kid who's running around going, oh, ha 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 ha, je mange un gâteau, or whatever, and, like, aggressively eating stuff while running around. And the problem is, if you've seen the, like, 5 videos I made that include actual footage of me, I've got pretty long hair. and my hair went in front of my eyes. So I can't really see where I'm going. And even if I could, I'm, like, moving pretty quickly and, like, skittering sideways like a crab. So, like, I basically have no concept of what's in front of me, and I'm just going on, like, the faith that I judged it right, and I'm not about to whack something. Yeah, turns out I hadn't judged it right, and I skittered directly sideways into the table. So that was fun. It didn't actually bother me very much, but, like, I think it freaked out the teacher a little bit, and she was like, had me wear an ice pack the rest of the day and all that. But, yeah, that was fun. I did feel, like, nauseous the rest of the day, but I already felt nauseous before it, so I'm pretty sure it's not because I bashed my head into a table, which is a bit of an odd thing to hope for, thinking of it, that like, ah yes, I hope this nausea wasn't caused by walking into a table, but that's how it is. In other news, Geico. I can't just say Geico every time my mind blinks. I feel like, you know, I have to have something that I say each time. Like something that isn't Geico. Like, I'm trying to imagine what the people I watch online would do, but all of them are streamers, so they'd just check the chat, and I'm just sitting here going like, ah yes, let me, while recording, just go off, check the chat, like, see if anyone said anything funny. Got any donos to answer? Yeah, that's definitely not going to work here. What else is there? I'm currently mentally going through my list of amusing things and trying to find anything useful at all. I'm just going to start saying my thoughts out loud. Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's amusing, isn't it? What funny things happened in there? The Cooler Bunny. That was funny. The bunny was funny. Haha. I'm amazing at making rhyming puns. What else happened? They chucked cows at people. The Finch chucked cows at them. Have you ever had a cow chucked at you by the Finch? If so, leave a comment and drop a like. Because, you know, that definitely works. Just like saying, if this applies to you, like the video. You know what the real trick is? Hey, have you ever had a cow chucked at you by the Finch? If so, drop a like. Hey, guess what? I understand that most people haven't had a cow chucked at them by the French, and I like all of you non-cow chuckers too, so how about you all drop a like too to show that you've listened? It's just like, hang on a gosh darn second, that's just telling literally everybody to like the video, but in a more indirect way. Like, that's almost on the level of some weird Facebook scam at that point. Now, I've got to actually think through this since it involves counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I count that right? Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Himiny, niminy. 9, 2, numbers. What if... So 13 minus 3 is 10. Do I want to... What if I did, like, 4 blocks of farm here? Water, path, 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 water, farm, 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 farm? Is that, like, decent? Or, like, actually, we've got... What if I put water on the outsides here? That would leave us with numbers 9 blocks in the middle. So, that is an option. Would it look very good? I feel like it wouldn't, but... On the other hand, what if we do it the long way? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 this way. So we could do... numbers again. 30... We could... That would leave 3 numbers. if I did 3 stripes of water, that would leave 3 empty blocks. On the other hand, what am I doing here? That would leave room for a front fence, actually. That would be good. So, if we do... That shovel was faster than I thought it'd be, okay. But, okay, if we do, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, gap, block, 1, 2, stop breaking. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, gap, block, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that worked out. Do I want to keep narrating? I really don't. I'm going to cut until after I've placed the water so I have time to think a bit and stop talking about killer bunnies. I am back after the cut, with one important difference. I am now way more stressed than before, because I keep having increases in how much I have to get done in real life and decreases in the amount of time. This is going to be interesting, trying to, like, keep a level mind for the next half hour while recording this. Why on earth do I not have a shovel? No. Just, no, I'm not going to hand punch this dirt for the next half hour. Okay, let's go get some cobblestone or whatever out of the chest and actually make a shovel here. Okay. Well, I've got nothing else on my mind, so let's go over the fun of scheduling. My favorite way to enjoy life, with, like, twice the amount of stuff as you reasonably should be doing in a day. Let's see, to start off with, school. Ain't that fun? I'm taking one class, and it is one of those science classes, and the last week I had to write like an 1100-page research paper type thing. I don't even know what to call it. I'm surprised I was able to finish it. I usually write super slowly, so that was fun. But that actually was not very stressful, surprisingly. What is, though, different class that requires different kind of research. I'm being vague to avoid accidentally doxing myself. But in this other fun class, I'm, like, putting in a lot of effort and still about 50% farther behind than I should be. And you know, that's always fun. So, oh, I found you can make triple chests in this version. Anyway, is this all the granite Gee. Oh, why is it in two... What? Okay. Let's just ignore that. Anyways, what was I am very frazzled today. So anyways, yeah, school, that's fun. And then, after all that, it leaves me with about 4 hours after school to spend working on, like, my 3 different time-consuming hobbies, this being one of them. Let's see. So that's a scheduling moment. And then, in addition to that, it's like 4 hours is less than it would normally be, since there's just an awkward bit of scheduling where, like, I don't have the ability to access a computer for 1 hour out of the day. You know what, let's keep complaining about scheduling. Actually, let's not. Let's figure out what to do with this space here. I feel like it should be turned into some sort of, like, you know the medians of roads? They build it up a bit, stick some grass in and plant trees? Like, I feel like we should do something like that here. Or, like, should we? We could just straight up widen the road for part of it. That would look incredibly weird, but it is doable. What else is on the table? We could build a really thin house. Like, a comically thin 3, 4... It would be 5 blocks wide inside. That would be interesting to look at. We could just straight up leave it like this, not bother developing it, and then like someday in the future when I want to build a building here instead of a potato field, just use it. That is actually an option. You know what, I never took this clay out of here. We are playing in Minecraft 1.12, so I don't remember if it's possible to sustainably generate clay using villagers. So I've just, like, been going around to each bit of clay I see and collecting it, because it is very possible that we are on a super limited amount of clay around here. And the annoying thing is that I probably accidentally just buried a lot of clay when building these roads before I realized it was necessary to, like, not preserve all of it that we could. Ooh, sheep. Hi, sheep. Anyways, what was I even doing? Oh yeah, I wanted access to wood because, like, you know that moment when you want to build something, but then you have no wood? Oh, granite. I will harvest that off camera because I can't be bothered to narrate it. So anyways, what we want right now is basically just a lot of wood. So, I'm feeling like the solution is just to do like the potato farm, but for wood. Here's a place. We could stick a wood farm here. Or on the other hand, I don't really know why, it's kind of tempting to stick the wood farm like out in this place. Maybe I'll just do that. I don't know why I'm tempted to, which kind of annoys me, but I also kind of want to just do it anyway. Like, why am I so undecided here? It's like, it's just a matter of, do I put tree farm here? Or do I put it, like, over there? This should not be a hard decision. Somehow it is anyway, though. You know? What? Why is this actually so hard? Like, this is messing with my head a bit, but, like, I'm just so undecided. Just looking at this landscape, where feels like a good spot to put a tree farm? On the other hand, I could just, like, build a grove somewhere. What? Why the snip? Okay. We could just, like, stick a grove, like, straight up here, and then just sort of not care about, like, how it interacts with the roads. Just be like, we'll build roads to it later or whatever. At the same time that... Okay, this is actually messing with my head. Where do we put a tree farm? You know what, let's do it here, because this is on a corner, and I don't want to be bothered to build even more roads than I have already. Especially because we're short on granite. You know, the sky always gets dark like about a minute before you can actually sleep. And it has been just messing with me a little bit each time for a very long time now. But if you watch the sun there, until it goes below the horizon, like the center of the sun is below the horizon line, that blue line there, you just straight up cannot sleep. But alright, let us now get to the matter of thing. What is thing? To the matter of building a tree farm. Where do I store all of my clay? I do not want that in my inventory. Okay, here it is. You know, I still like this hole an odd amount. I don't know why, I just like it. Like, you know, just hole. Hole. Hole, 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 hole. So alright, here is where the tree farm goes. I guess first let's just drain this bit of water and mine the clay, because as usual I want to collect all of the clay I can. So here we go. Top quality footage of me right-clicking dirt for a few minutes of my life. Just thinking about this for a second, it is very amusing that, like, it is possible to get into a position where, like, you genuinely think that sitting around holding the right mouse button for about half an hour is a useful way to spend your time. Because, like, just, you ever think about that? I mean, realistically, most people probably have had those sorts of thoughts before, because that is very much the sort of just generic kind of fake deep thing that goes around all the social media. Like, if I had to guess, most people watching this, including myself, have probably seen at least, like, a half dozen different posts, or, like, online comments or whatever, talking about how deep it is that someone can spend some of their time clicking things with Minecraft. Ice Wavy. Okay, I thought I was going to have to go back to the surface here, but nope, we can convert it into blocks. This is actually, like, the biggest clay vein I think I've seen in the entire time I've been considering the existence of clay veins, which on the one hand is good because, like, we do actually want to keep the stuff. Like, maybe someday build out of clay or out of bricks or something. Why is this? Okay. I just lost my train of thought again. How did iron get... Okay, don't question how a single iron ingot got in my inventory. I don't really know. Let's just go with it. And of course, here's granite, so if I want to spend even more time mining granite, now I can. Which, at some point I'm going to have to for just all of the roads that are being put up around here. Maybe I shouldn't have made the roads that I am choking on this pronunciation. But maybe I shouldn't have made the roads so wide, just to, like, not have to deal with figuring out where to get all the granite from. But at the same time, they do look pretty nice, so I'm not going to make them get thinner suddenly. That would look really weird. Just nice big roads going out from the square, goes along 20 blocks, suddenly the roads are only like 3 blocks wide. That would look horrifying. This is, like, actually a surprisingly large vein of clay. Like, I'm not sure what I'm under right now, but if it goes on long enough, we might actually break through into the hole under the house. I think we're coming up on the end of it. I think. Hopefully, I mean. Like, we're going to run out of inventory space soon. Okay, this looks like the end. Imagine it just connects to a second massive clay vein. It just keeps on going even beyond this. That would be a bit of a troll. Okay, so that is all of that. There were at least 2 granite veins in here. How far did we get? Let's boop up here. Okay, we were about 4 blocks away from hitting the edge of the basement. If we just... yeah, here's the basement, there's the clay vein. So, you know what, I guess if I ever want a secret escape tunnel, I know what to do. Just massive underground, like, lump-shaped hollow bit that goes over to the tree farm. And you know what? I have run out of useful things to say, so I'm going to cut, then do stuff, then uncut. And also because I don't want this... And I am back again. If there was a second or 2 pause there, it is because OBS sometimes just doesn't quite tell you when it starts recording, so I kind of just have to guess. But anyways, I've put trees in. Don't remember what I was doing before the cut, but that's what I did just now. And also I have noticed potants have grown. If you notice here, like, see tall potants? Woods. I'm not actually used to 1.12 texture pack, so I was just staring at these for a pretty long time waiting for them to finish growing before I realized, hold on, if the little potant bits are showing, that means they have finished growing. So yeah, I don't know how long I would have sat there staring at it if I hadn't realized that 1.12 textures were different, but yep, that's the thing. How many? Okay, we've got some cobblestone slabs left over from that, so I am tempted to add them to the potant farm. But at the same time, I feel like it looks pretty good without slabs added onto it, so I'm actually just going to leave it as it is. You know what's funny? There's always just a little bit of ice to go around. Like, only a little bit though. It's never enough to mess up the crop growing, but it just comes and goes. Apparently the torches don't stop ice formation, they just slow it down a bit. My thoughts are becoming progressively more scattered. I'm not sure if I actually have anything to do right now. I'm certain I do, I just have no clue what it is. So let's take a quick think around. The trees are growing, so I can leave those be. The potats are growing. I could think of something to do with this space, but I actually don't really care what happens to it. I got some wood from harvesting some trees to get saplings for that, so I could actually start building in here, but I am nearly out of time today. What else is there? There's a horse, that's the thing. Have I got any bones around? If we have got some of those, then we could go and find some wolves around and try to domesticate them. I kind of doubt we have got any. Oh yeah, we've got 2 arrows but no bones. You know what? I'm probably going to just cut here. I'm not actually sure when I should define an episode boundary, since I've just been recording stuff doing things for a few days now, but it doesn't feel like I've done anything big enough to be an end. I'm doing stuff, but it just doesn't feel like big stuff. So what does count as big stuff? On the other hand, I could just end the episode here, actually. Just start whoops. I'm running out of things to say. The last few minutes of this have probably been kind of awkward, so I could just terminate this one here after the, 15 minutes or whatever it's gone on already and just restart next episode, so that is what's going to happen. This is an end of a video, probably, unless I change my mind. Watch the next one, please, when it comes out in 2025. I pressed the start recording button instead of the stop one.